Most people trade hours for dollars their entire life. You work, you get paid. You stop working, the money stops. That's not an asset, that's a job. Today, I want to talk about a business model that gets some hate online, but that some of the most financially free people I know built their first real income producing asset with. It's called network marketing. I know half of you just rolled your eyes. Some of you just said, oh no, not network marketing. Some of you said, yay, I love network marketing. But most of you are asking, what the heck is network marketing? The reality is, most of you don't even know what network marketing really is. And some of you think you know, but I bet you really don't. And that's exactly why we need to have this conversation. Because whether you love it or hate it, when network marketing is done right, it can build meaningful relationships, create important life skills, and pay an income well into the future. If network marketing is done wrong, then you will find it can have the disadvantages that we will discuss in this video. Either way, network marketing is a $150 billion industry, and an estimated 120 million people worldwide participate in network marketing as a business. Also, a large percentage of millionaires built their fortune in network marketing, but most people have never actually learned what it is or how it works. So today, put your opinion aside and let's separate the myths from reality and answer one question. Can a network marketing business become an income producing asset? I'm going to break down how the model actually works, why people are drawn to it, and just as importantly, why it has the reputation it does, so you can make an informed decision for yourself and see if network marketing can be the answer you're looking for. Network marketing, also called multi-level marketing or MLM, or sometimes it's called direct selling, is a distribution model. Instead of a company spending millions of dollars on advertising and retail shelf space, it pays ordinary people commissions to sell products directly to the consumer and to recruit other sellers onto their team. You earn from your own sales and you earn a percentage from the sales of the team that you build. That second part, earning from a team, is what makes it different from a normal sales job. And it's also the part that generates most of the controversy. Now we'll get there, so stay with me. The pitch historically is this. For a few $100s in startup costs, a starter kit, some inventory, an enrollment fee, you get access to a business in a box. Product, pricing, marketing materials, a compensation plan, and often a mentor are already built in for you. Now compare that to a traditional franchise costing tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, or a business that takes years of research and development before it actually turns a profit. Compared to starting a traditional business from scratch, the network marketing model, it actually looks pretty good. Let's go through why this model appeals to people looking to build an asset outside of their day job. There is a low barrier to entry. You don't need a business degree, a patent, or venture funding. Startup costs are usually in the hundreds, not the tens of thousands of dollars. That makes it one of the few businesses a person can start part-time on a regular income without taking on any debt. One of the biggest draws is leveraged income and recurring income. In a normal job, your income caps at your hours. In network marketing, once you build a team, you can earn a small override on sales you didn't personally make. That's the leverage people are chasing. Income that isn't one-to-one with your time. Some people also earn residual commissions on repeat orders, subscriptions, and reorders, which is closer to the asset idea. Revenue that keeps coming without a new sale every single time. You tap into an existing infrastructure instead of building a business from scratch. You're not inventing a product, building a website, negotiating manufacturing, or setting up payment processing. The company already did that. Your job is distribution and relationship building, which is a much shorter learning curve than starting a company from zero. Now, most people who do network marketing loves its flexibility. Most people build it around a full-time job, parenting, or even school. You set your own hours, which is generally rare in early stage business building. Another big benefit is there is minimal overhead compared to a traditional business. You don't have employees. There's no office space to lease, no products to develop or produce, no inventory, no shipping or customer service or other logistics that you need to take care of. The company takes care of those things for you. Some overlooked benefits include skill development and personal growth, sales, marketing, public speaking, things like leadership, goal setting, communication, or even basic business skills. People who stick with it for years often say the skills outlasted any specific company they worked with. Those skills transfer to other businesses, even if the network marketing venture itself doesn't pan out. Another big benefit is mentorship and community because your income is tied to your team's success. Upline mentors are financially motivated to actually teach you. That's different than the corporate world. Imagine your corporate job paid you a bonus based on how good you teach employees to perform better. And in network marketing, that built-in support structure is something a solo entrepreneur doesn't get for free. I see network marketing as the great equalizer, and by that I mean anyone can do it. There is no pre-qualifications, experience, or degree needed. Your age or level of education doesn't matter because everyone plugs into a defined system that everyone follows to generate sales and build a team. Now, let's address the negative stigma that some hold towards network marketing. Frankly, some of the criticism is deserved, so let's talk about it. First, some companies or their promoters overpromise. You've probably seen the social media posts. Quit your job in 30 days, make $1 million from your phone, or retire by next Tuesday. That's all marketing fantasy. Like any business, building something meaningful usually takes years. When network marketing is done right, there should be no promise to get rich quick or retire in a few months. That's all just hype. Also, there is the income reality. Most companies are legally required to publish income disclosure statements. Look up almost any of them and you'll find the same pattern. The majority of participants earn very little, often a few $100s a year. And a small percentage at the top earn the vast majority of the money. That's not fraud. It's the same shape you see in a lot of commission-based sales companies. But it means that everyone can get rich pitch. It is misleading. And you should go in expecting to earn small at first and grow your income over time. Also, if you understand basic statistics and human behavior, you know that most people aren't consistent enough or willing to learn the hard stuff to be successful at a new skill set. So the earning averages can be pretty low, but your goal is probably to be better than average. So take these statistics with a grain of salt. There is often this pyramid scheme confusion. Legally, a pyramid scheme is one where money changes hands primarily for recruitment rather than for the sale of a real product to an end customer. Legitimate network marketing companies sell products or services people actually want to buy. But a few companies blur that line, where the real money is made from signing up new distributors and selling them inventory, not from product sales to outside customers. And that distinction can be an important thing to check before joining any company. Now, the FTC has helped crack down on companies that promote selling the business kits over the actual products. So most legitimate companies' revenue comes from actual sales of products or services. Another criticism is a strain on relationships. Because your first customers are almost always friends and family, the model can put pressure on personal relationships in a way that feels almost transactional. This is one of the most common complaints from people who've left the industry, and it's a real cost, not just a stereotype. But when network marketing is done right, your approach should be to build relationships and not damage existing ones. Many people will say they had a bad experience with a network marketing company, but I found that their poor experience usually came from a few things that are avoidable. A common theme from people who may have had a bad experience is they either had poor mentorship, a flawed compensation plan, or an inferior product. Many admit they just didn't put enough effort into it. So while some criticism is deserved, beware of naysayers that are covering up their own faults at giving this model a fair shake. One common thread I've seen in this industry is that most people quit way too soon. Many people join, do almost nothing, then declare it doesn't work. Imagine going to a gym, going twice, and expecting six-pack abs, and then announcing exercise is a scam. Business doesn't work like that. Success usually requires consistent effort, learning, and persistence. Most quit before they've acquired the skills necessary to be successful. Most people join a network marketing company because a friend introduced them to a product and an opportunity for a specific company without even examining the details of that company. And the details do matter when it comes to setting you up for success. So, what characteristics should you look for in a good network marketing opportunity? We will answer that question in another video. As we wrap up this video, I want to give my overall perspective. Some people, they build rental properties. Some build stock portfolios. Some build YouTube channels. Some people build companies or franchises. And some build network marketing organizations. They're all different vehicles, but they all have one thing in common. You're investing today's effort to create tomorrow's cash flow. That's exactly what income automation is about. Building systems that eventually reduce your dependence on trading time for money. Network marketing is one of the few ways to build an income producing asset and generate recurring income with only sweat equity rather than investing huge amounts of capital. Network marketing isn't for everyone, but neither is real estate. Neither is investing. The goal isn't to convince everyone to choose the same vehicle. The goal is to stop relying on only one source of income because one paycheck isn't an asset. It's a dependency. The more assets you own or build, the more choices you create. And in my opinion, that's what real wealth is. It's waking up on Monday morning and knowing your income doesn't completely depend on where you spend the next 8 hours. Network marketing isn't a scam, and it isn't a guaranteed asset either. It's a distribution business with real leverage built into the model, real skills to be gained, and a very wide range of outcomes. If you're building toward an income producing asset, treat this the way you'd treat any other business decision. Read the numbers, understand the real cost, and go in with your eyes open rather than your emotions. If this video challenged the way you've thought about network marketing, hit the like button so YouTube shares it with more people. Subscribe if you're interested in building cash flow, creating income producing assets, and learning practical ways to design a life with more options. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been involved in network marketing? What was your experience like? Tell me the good, the bad, or everything in between. And drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.